Okay, so first off, I'm a little jealous of Christine.
Well, I think that's an epic journey.
I think, one, she's a very lucky lady.
I'm kind of jealous.
As a chef, you're always learning, and you want to experience. And if you can learn something new, and take that with you, I think it's always great to have that as an asset.
I almost feel that Western trained chefs know so little about Chinese cuisine, almost for the same reason that if you were educated in a Western school, you know about Western history. I know very little about Chinese history, and it's a weakness. I'm fully willing to admit and accept it.
We have these Asian chefs that are culturally, they're steeped in 5,000 years worth of history about food. Can we, get that in one night? That's going to probably be a tall order.
What do I know about Chinese cooking? I feel like I know very little. Just like most people in North America anyway. I mean, we don't get exposed to real Chinese cuisine.
I think that Chinese is still sort of an unknown territory for me. I know a smattering of dishes. I know a little bit of the history and culture, but it's certainly something that I've always been an observer more than a participant.
It's a banquet like this that gets me excited because it makes me realize as a chef, I've only just scratched the surface. There's so much to learn out there.
But I'm ready to eat tonight.
Before tonight, I never heard of Shandong cuisine. Never. I was very intrigued and I was very curious, and that's why I wanted to be here.
I've never really experienced it, and I don't know what to expect, and I'm very excited about that.
What I would like to learn from today, eating Shandong probably for the first time originally, is to just get a sense of what the chef is really giving me.
When I consider 5,000 years of history in the kitchen, I can't imagine how long it would take me to really become proficient in, the terminology and the techniques used. And I honestly know nothing about Shandong.
I understand there's many courses involved in this dinner.
Listening to what this gentleman or this chef is going to show us, give us food that we're going to ingest in our bodies, and then really understand the flavor profiles. That's really what I'm looking for today.
I'm ready to have myself turned upside down tonight. Having traveled Southeast Asia, but not mainland China, I've been to Hong Kong. I'd like to think I know Cantonese.
More the traditional Mandarin, Cantonese style cuisines.
Cantonese and Mandarin. Those are the ones that, growing up in Toronto, you're going to know about.
I can think of Cantonese, that's the first that I would have been aware of. Sichuan, and that's as far as it goes.
What I know of Sichuan cuisine is the cliche. It's spices. It's spicy, it's hot, it's robust. But beyond that, it's the common ingredients we expect to find in Chinese cuisine. That's my understanding of it.
But I do like the complex spices. I like to, when I eat a dish, I like to try to figure out if there's one or two ingredients in there that I don't know. I really want to try to figure it out. It's just one of those, it's almost like a challenge.
I recently found out that in China, in order to cook well, you have to be at peace with your heart, or you have to be a good man. So there is a connection there with your inner spirit and whatever comes out on the plate. I find that amazing.
Having just learned a little bit about Hawaiian cuisine, it sounds so detailed and involved and work intense that I can only imagine that it would be intended for a very small audience.
Learning just a little bit about Dongbei cuisine just really pinpoints to me how food is not just about mere ingredients, but there's this historical perspective in terms of how ingredients make their way around the world.
I'm guessing they don't have a drive-through at the Hawaiian kitchen, do they?
It's such a treasure to find these cuisines intact.